So you're pouring everything into your job, right? Hitting every target, doing all the things, only to find your career has slammed into an invisible wall. Trust me, you're not alone. A whopping 54% of employees around the world feel disengaged at work, and a big chunk of those, 27%, feel downright stuck. That feeling of just stagnating, doing the same thing day in and day out with no real growth is frustrating, and it leads straight to burnout. But what if I told you that wall, that ceiling, is something you can actually demolish? That invisible barrier, that career ceiling, is a tough reality for so many of us. It's that nagging feeling when you know you are capable of more. You're delivering great results, but the promotions, the cool projects, the recognition, they just aren't showing up. You see others moving up while you feel like you're treading water, questioning your skills, your choices, maybe even your own worth. And this isn't just about a fancy title or a bigger paycheck. It's about your growth, your fulfillment, and your future. The data doesn't lie. Employees who feel stuck are way more likely to leave their jobs. In fact, a lack of growth opportunities is shaping up to be the number one reason people will be quitting in the coming year. Look, if you truly want to grow, ignoring this ceiling just isn't going to cut it. The longer you stay stuck, the more it costs you. And it's not just about missing out on a promotion. We're talking about your skills getting stale in a job market that is changing fast. So fast that about half of all employees might need to reskill. Think about your motivation slowly draining away, that creep of burnout, and the financial hit that comes from not moving forward. Short term is boredom and maybe some resentment, but long term, it can seriously chip away at your self-worth and even affect your overall well-being. You risk becoming disconnected from your work, just showing up for the paycheck. And let's be honest, that's no way to build a career you love. But here's the good news. You're not powerless here. Not at all. That ceiling, no matter how solid it feels, can be broken. Today we are going to walk through some proven, actionable tactics that will put you back in control and get your professional growth moving sky high. These aren't quick fixes or empty promises. These are real strategies based on what actually works. First things first, and this one's a biggie. You need to get super clear on what you actually want. Vague dreams, they lead to vague results. So many people feel stuck simply because their career goals are fuzzy. You've got to define what that next level looks like for you. What specific role are you aiming for? What skills do you want to nail down? What kind of impact do you want to make? It's time to set some SMART goals that's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This isn't just daydreaming. It's about creating a solid roadmap. So write down your short-term and long-term goals. For instance, if you're eyeing a management role, a short-term goal might be to lead a small project or take a leadership course. And make sure to check in on this plan regularly and tweak it as you go. This clarity, it will be your compass, guiding you every move you make. You know how fast industries and tech are changing, right? That means continuous learning isn't just a nice to have anymore. It's pretty much essential to survive and get ahead. Outdated skills are a major reason careers stall out. So you need to be proactive about figuring out and picking up the skills that will make you essential for the roles that you are aiming for. Start by looking into what skills are in demand in your field and for those future jobs that you want. Check out job descriptions, chat with mentors in your industry, and see what skills keep popping up. Then it's time to invest in yourself. This could be anything from taking online courses on places like Coursera or LinkedIn Learning, or attending workshops, getting certification, or even going for an advanced degree. And don't just focus on the techie stuff. Those critical soft skills like communications, leadership, problem solving, and emotional intelligence are huge. Remember, research indicates that individuals with higher education and skills that are kept up to date typically earn significantly more and have better advancement prospects. You could be the most talented person in the room, but if nobody knows it, your career is likely to stall. Building a strong professional network and actively making yourself visible are incredibly important. And networking isn't just about collecting a pile of business cards. It's about building real relationships that can offer guidance, support, and maybe even open doors to opportunities you won't see on job boards. Make it a habit to connect with colleagues, leaders in your industry, and mentors. Go to industry events. Yep, virtual ones count. Join in on relevant online discussions. And don't be shy about sharing your insights. Inside your own company, put your hand up for those challenging cross-departmental projects. They are a great way to show off your skills to a wider audience and prove your leadership potential. You also need to get comfortable talking about your achievements and the value you bring to the table. Knowing your worth and being able to shout it out from the rooftop, well, maybe not literally, but you get the idea, is absolutely key. This is all about mastering self-advocacy. Keep a record of your accomplishment, especially the ones where you can show a measurable impact. When it comes to performance reviews and career chats with your boss, be clear about your goals and tell them you are ready for more responsibility. And here is a pro tip: go beyond mentorship. While mentors are fantastic for guidance, you should also actively look for sponsors. Sponsors are influential people who will actively champion your advancement, essentially putting their own reputation on the line for you. Studies show that professionals with sponsors are way more likely to ask for those big career stretching assignments and raises. So identify potential sponsors in your organization, leaders who have seen your work and genuinely believe in what you can do. Breaking through that career ceiling isn't about finding one magic bullet. It's about consistently using these proven tactics. It means shifting your mindset from passively waiting for things to happen to actively going out there and making them happen. When you set clear goals, work relentlessly on your skills, build your network, make sure your value is seen, and advocate for yourself, you're not just chipping away at the wall, you are systematically taking it apart, piece by piece. That guaranteed part, that comes from your commitment to putting these strategies into action, day in and day out. Now, let me ask you this. Do you know of someone who knows and understands everything we talked about, and yet they don't act on it? Listen, staying motivated and acting on your commitment can be hard, especially if occasionally you run into some setbacks. Who doesn't? Well, it's even more complicated than that. Everything we talked about is in the realm of our conscious mind, or what Professor Kahneman, experimental psychologist and winner of the 2002 Nobel Prize, calls System 2. But our actual behavior is influenced even more by our subconscious, or System 1. Darren Hardy calls it our monkey brain, who wants to chase every squirrel. That's where having a trained accountability partner, or even better, an executive coach, can help you maintain or even boost your momentum by motivating our monkey brain to work for us, not against our long-term dreams. All right, so which of these tactics are you going to jump on first? What's the one thing you can do this week to start breaking through? I'd love to hear about it. Share your commitment in the comments below. Let's build a community of people taking real action. And hey, if you're serious about demolishing your career ceiling and you're hungry for more strategies like these, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That invisible wall you're up against is not too high to climb. You've got the power, and now you've got the strategies to break right through it and get the professional growth you truly deserve. Stop second guessing yourself and start taking smart, strategic action. Your potential is absolutely limitless. Now go out there and build the career you've always dreamed of.